Welcome back to Feelspeak, where we speak what we feel every day, 365. What's good, guys? Got some comedians here today. Got JC over to the side, Jonathan Cofield. We got Samson Black. Bruh, they're big times. And then we got D'Angelo Newman here with me. We're going to be talking about hoes. We're going to be talking about women, comedy, politics, responsibility, meaning, all that cool stuff. But first off, let me let them introduce themselves. Who are y'all?
Jonathan Cofield, stand-up comic, 23. That's about it, man.
Nah, dude, where you from?
I'm from Atlanta. What's the rest of this? You tell me.
All right, cool. I mean, this dude's funny. I don't know what else to say. All right, cool.
He was laughing, so I guess, right?
Yeah. You're up, Samson Black.
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Just call me Sam. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a whole lot of gang shit.
Yeah.
And then you all already know we got Newman with us, which is Phi.
Is that actually your last name?
It is new man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he is new. Anyway, so we were talking earlier today. I wanted to, I guess, address this because no one else is talking, but...
And if he's a man, it's a lesser man because he's newer. Like, less of a man.
Hey, I'm trying not to talk on the podcast.
Older
right
man.
now, dog.
You can talk, bro.
They've
It's
been
fine.
a
Just
man
make
for
sure you
longer.
are a little closer to the mic.
Alright. It's when you're a new man, right? It's like right. You even as an adult, you go through like different levels of development, and so you make a conscientious choice to become a newer, better version of who you were. Let's say at 11, let's say at 12, let's say at 17 when that puberty started to catch up and that beard started to come in, and then at 23,
The one that hasn't finished coming in.
and then at 32, yeah, so on and so forth. So.
Yeah. No, that's cool and all. We don't care. All right. So...
No one cares.
We were talking about women last time. I had these two on last time. We were talking about women, and we got into great detail about how girls, like you saying you can't screw over a girl, and I disagree with that. Do you think you can screw over a girl? He's saying it's not possible.
I don't know if I
Wait,
said that
I don't
exactly.
think
Yeah.
it's-
No, you insinuated. I said, what if you're fucking over
I
the
don't
girl?
know. I want to hear your reasoning first because I don't know your
well, I think
opinion.
it was
and I just want to react on it. I don't want to say something.
Well, I'm just assuming. Okay, so for example, you're out at a club, right? Your objective is to what? Sleep with a girl, or get with her, or get her number, or
That's
something.
my objective.
Okay, that's his objective.
Your objective.
If you have to lie and act like someone you're not to achieve that goal,
Which
I don't care if it's a white lie. It's not you're not being synchronistic. Your thoughts, words, and actions aren't aligning. Therefore, I don't feel like you're giving the girl your true self. Therefore, I don't feel like you deserve her. Therefore, I don't feel like you should be doing it. Obviously, that's hogwash and hockey puck to you. I don't want to know what y'all's thoughts are on that.
I just want to find a girl that's worth it. Like, not just then, like later too. Like, just worth it. Like, that criteria, it's subjective to whatever it presents itself. Like, I don't know. I can't say for a certain, like...
But I'm saying,
criteria,
but you don't want to have to... I'm talking about the aspect of, like, getting over on the girl, like you're lying to her, like you're presenting yourself in a way that you aren't. Not like grandiose, not like you're being
just be
cocky,
yourself,
but you're
and,
lying
they
and you're
don't
like,
get with
oh
that.
yeah, let's go back to
Fuck
Waffle House, but really you put the Uber in at your house and you're just trying to fuck. Like,
Who does that?
people... Dude, the people you talk about all the time, RSD, the people that you glorify and put on a pedestal, they do that shit.
Nigga, they don't even eat waffles. They eat
No, but they'll be like,
shit.
oh, we're going to the after hour spot, and then they'll be like, oh, no, I'll really just put it in my house.
The one video, yeah.
A lot of people do that, bro.
You know them personally, don't you? Oh, all right.
You know, people are like, oh, that's a great idea.
I mean, but at the same
Guys
time,
screw girls over, bro, and you won't concede with me on this. You won't even give me like 1/3. It's not. You don't think it's true?
It's somewhat true, but I'll say this: there is a.
Come a little closer.
Yeah, I think I'm out the frame. It's all right. I'm all right. I ain't shit. Nah, actually, I am shit. But it's one thing where it's like, you know, dudes will lie and they'll say, hey, I'm
Come
Tiger
closer to the mic, bro.
So they'll say, hey, they'll lie and say, hey, I'm Tiger Woods' second cousin. Like, what, dog? What? You don't see my eyes? Like, you know, that's a lie, right?
But that lie, like people, that's obviously bullshit, which is fine.
Is it really?
I'm Tiger Woods' cousin.
How?
No one's gonna. Bro. You know what I mean? You're trying to put what I'm saying in a different context. I'm saying like, hey, what's up? I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not with anyone right now. You're super cute. You know, let's go back to like maybe
Just
not
the
so
lack
much
of
that.
authenticity.
But yeah.
That's all he's saying.
Oh, lack of
Just a lack
authenticity.
of it doesn't matter, like, that, I don't know if you want to tell the story again.
Tiger
It's
Woods'
gonna,
cousin?
No, that story about that chick where you ended up, like, in a field or whatever.
In
But
a
that's
field?
She had 2 underage kids. You said, hold up, I'm not going to let people think we're underage
Exactly.
kids. Y'all were in a club.
like-
Can I
this
retell
is
this?
a
Yeah,
story.
retell the story.
Yeah.
Well, what would finish your
Well,
point
no,
too?
the thing is, though, right, like, you said there was a pregnancy scare and some other weird shit, like, you went to her house, and there were, like, her family was involved.
This
You don't
happens,
want to be
actually.
involved with any
happened.
of it, so that's where the inauthenticity comes in.
You're just stretching out the variable so that you can fuck her.
No, I think I'm solving
you-
problems. You know, as a man, like I really do.
How are you
ladies.
solving any problems if you had no... Should that situation become a long-term situation, you had no interest in being involved?
As
How are
long
you
as-
solving any problems other than adding a potential new one of a fucking kid?
Nah, because when you give a woman dick in her life and she wants it, you're giving her something that she wants. What you don't want to have is her fucking some crazy drug dealer who doesn't give a fuck. And the,
So you're
by the
doing
way,
a service to the world. Your penis is a service to the world.
And
Congratulations!
thank you. Clap it up for the beards. But like, no, for real, like, dead ass. Like, if I grew a beard, if I was cool, if I was swagged out, and I'm a nice guy, I know I'm a nice guy. I hang out with this dude. I gotta be a nice guy. Come on, he trash talked me the whole ride here. But like, for real, like, when you know, like, you're not like a piece of shit, you can do things like maybe.
What's a
But he
piece of
can-
shit, though?
I hate to say drug dealer because those guys really are working hard for their families 9 times out of 10. But like you're doing an action that you know is going to get someone physically harmed, a pimp, you know, you're manipulating
Yeah, no,
somebody.
JP talks about this. It's when you're enacting out a lie.
Right.
It's like you're not physically saying a lie, but there's something you should be doing by your own morals and sets of principles, and you're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're enacting a lie.
Right.
So that you're talking about someone who like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but A, it's giving me money, and B, it's supporting my family, and C, maybe it's like supporting like
My
the
pleasure.
things I want to do. Yeah, pleasure. And
But
then
That's
I'm
exactly what
capitalizing
you were
on
doing
it.
in that situation.
No.
You were like,
Let's add
you
deep.
were inauthentic.
Okay,
and
can you tell the story
consequences
for
your
people who
actions.
know, who don't know?
Okay,
Fair,
I'll finish this too. Fair enough. The reason why I'm not a bad guy when doing that is because had she
I'm not
gone
saying
home
you're a
with
bad
anybody
guy.
else, it's kind of that frame a little, like 5%, maybe 1. The reason why I'm not a bad guy and I can feel it in my balls, it's the fact that as I was taking her home, you got dudes that's my age. I'm 21 at this point. Dudes are trying to talk to her 14-year-old sisters, and I'm a short guy, but I know you got to step into life when you have to step into life and stop bad shit from happening.
I understand that, but do they know that they're 14? Because to be in a club, you have to be 21. So I'm assuming these
No,
dudes,
these hood
they know they're
parties,
14. I understand the hood
she
party.
actually said, "Hey, I'm 14," and he was like, "Well, listen, baby, you know, that shit cool." Yeah, you believe it now because it's the truth. You don't have to lie. You know when it is what it is. At midnight and dark, and niggas are horny, they'll do some fuck shit. And so I'm glad I was there to stop it, and I'm glad I got my reward at the end. Let's
Wait.
tell the story.
So you did it. So you did it for reward.
I mean, having sex is a reward. Yes, I'm not gonna deny it.
Yeah, but the sole reason for you to do what you did was because you wanted to fuck her.
Let's tell the whole story. So this
To
is
defend-
like
Exactly.
I gave the bitch
Tell me-
coke and like put her head in
I'm
it. It was
glad
like
you brought that point
stupid.
up. We need to continue that.
Let's finish the
After
whole
the
story so
story,
that
yeah.
the audience can really grasp. I don't do drugs. I don't give people drugs. I don't coerce them into alcohol. None of that. My game is dry and clean, and that's why I probably suck. But it is what it is. So, me and 3 of my buddies, as tall as him, buff as shit, smooth as fuck, and I'm like kind of weird, right? Whatever. Theoretically. And I'm kind of weird. We go to this clit-ass club. They're better at it than me. And I'm sucking, I'm trash, I'm sucking. But in my mind, I'm like, it's going to happen eventually. I always have hope. And it does. There's this girl. She's cute. African-American female with a body like a Coca-Cola that's made in Atlanta. We hit it off, and I found out that when you like a girl, you can actually just kiss her, and she'll be cool with it. As long as it's like your spinal alignment. It has to be in alignment. Like, you have to want to do it. You can't do it to a chick who's kind of cute, and you're like, maybe she let me fuck if I kiss. I've tried that too. It doesn't work. When you really like her, and it's really on and popping, and you do it, it's like God is giving you a sign. Because you can go home with a fuck boy, and then maybe that fuck boy just treats her like complete trash. I actually visited this chick months afterwards too, but we'll get into that later. So I kiss her. She's like, oh, yay, yeah, because she's a chick. She's like, oh my god, yes, masculine energy, yes. I heard someone said somewhere, this guy Coach Corey Wayne said women are meant to receive. They're like built for that. I kind of believe that a little bit. Not like teenage girls, which was also brought in the picture, unfortunately. But, you know, women of age who are adults, boom, they want that masculine energy if they're in their feminine. And she was in her feminine. We talk. She's cool. I'm trying to take her home now because she wants to go home with me because she's an adult. And she has her 2 little 14-year-old sisters in the club with her. This hood-ass club where they don't check ages. They just let anybody in. I'm like, listen, I'll take your sisters home with the Uber. You can come back to my house. I'm a great guy. They're like, cool. And I'm dressed like this in the club, by the way, too. Like, whole suit, look like a fucking Temptation and shit. All that. No white socks, though. Different socks. And they're like, yeah, you're great. Let's do it. But unfortunately, this Uber driver in Atlanta was not down with me sending these 2 little girls home without her having a heart attack. And I'm like, listen, we'll figure this out. Then my girl starts crying. I'm like, listen, we'll figure this out. As a man, you sometimes got to control your emotions a lot of the time. Like 9 times out of the day, you just got to like just keep it held in and keep it down so you don't like smack someone or like freak the fuck out. Because if you freak out, she'll freak out. She freaks out, you ain't getting no tushy cushy. That rhymes with. You get what I'm saying?
Is this like clean or something? We can't.
Yeah, it's clean for the day,
It's
pussy.
not that clean.
All right, pussy. All right, fucking it, pussy.
PG-13 where you get
So before I fucked, I got in the car with me and the 2 14-year-olds, and the girl says, "Listen, I am an adult. I'm 20. I'll be in this car with y'all, and then I'll drop y'all off at y'all house, and then take your sister back to my house." Right? They're like, "Yeah, sure, cool. You're awesome." By the way, too, they're 14. These 2 14-year-olds. These guys who were like 21 and 23, bigger than me, trying to talk to them, and I'm like, dog, she's 14, dog. Let's not do that. Let's just not. And then when dudes are horny, they're like, nigga, it's Atlanta, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. No pussy.
I mean, once again, they shouldn't be in the club. Let's be honest. I
They
understand you
shouldn't
can
be.
concede the fact that these dudes are talking to them, but they're putting themselves in this situation. Yeah, that's just Red Bull. It's like the atmosphere, bruh, that you're in. Is like
some negativity.
You don't put yourself in that situation. Like, she's irresponsible as fuck. We can all agree with that. You fucked her. That's cool. That's great. You're gonna get to that. She's super irresponsible.
Later on, she became irresponsible, but that's because she had to gather more responsibility than she was ready for. So we end up taking the 2 girls back to their home in the projects. I felt bad. I can't save the whole world. I can just walk you to the door and I'll pray for you. Then my Uber driver, who's kind of a dick, is like, listen, I can't take you back all the way to Atlanta, even though you're 20 minutes away out in the boonies, in the hood, in the forest, basically, in the projects. I'm like, all right. Once again, she starts crying. I'm like, word. Okay, cool. Do I want to cry a little bit? No. The fuck? I'm not gonna get no pussy. Like, I just gotta be like mad as fuck and be like, all right, well, that's cool. You could just drop us off
You
at
said
the
it just like that, right?
yeah, like fake
so-
country accent
so-
a little bit was like, but had to keep a hood because I had to make sure I was still the guy leading the interaction.
So
I
you
can't.
did that the whole day?
What? No, only when it was like at that moment. I was just like, listen, we'll figure this out. Just drop us off.
Inauthenticity. Boom. Anyway, next.
Yeah, I didn't change my race, my age, my income, my dick size, what I did for
These
a
are all
living.
things that you can't change.
You can lie to women so easily.
You can't lie about your race, bro.
What about my
Rican.
what? Your race? Niggas do it every day.
You can
What
say
you
you're
mean?
Puerto
I know a
Rican.
dark skinned dude who's
That's
like, I'm
like
white.
it.
I'm like, bet. Sans, what's your last name? Exactly. You damn right. Fuck wrong with you. Anyway, and I'll say it again. I didn't hear you. Last name.
Black.
Yep. Damn right.
I said it.
All right, so essentially, you go back.
Okay.
You go back with the girl. That you square the 2 kids off, the underage kids that were at the club. You let them go
You
do
need
their
to say
thing
this
in
in
the
a
hood.
different light, bro. Yeah, I know you fucking playing. Because if someone from the government be like, on March 4th, what'd you say, sir? And I'm gonna be like, with my family, like, listen, I love these kids like the bottom of my heart. Don't you take my babies away from me. I swear to God. Like, I don't got time.
I understand the situation,
Yeah.
but essentially, bruh, you know.
I took underage kids home. I didn't let them come with me. No, I took make sure they were safe. Yes.
Yeah, no, good job. That's good. I commend you for that. That's awesome. You know, you played the father role in the situation.
Yeah, condemnation.
All right.
Is that one of your words?
Dude, just try to talk into the mic, please.
Okay.
I'm not
Finish.
saying you have to be that close.
All right, my fault.
Can we just meet halfway? Like,
All right, so to finish the story, I got this Atlanta accent on and popping, right, looking like Samson's cool ass, and we're in this abandoned ass parking lot. This chick drops off this abandoned parking lot and says, "All right, y'all have a good time, baby." Zooms off, and the girl's like, "Oh my god, what we gonna do?" And I'm like, "What we gonna do?" Oh shit.
You called a new Uber and went home. We get it, bro. It's not that hard.
I mean, first off, they don't know it because they've never been in this situation before. So thank you,
Like,
dick.
yeah, it's a smartphone.
Okay, but
Yeah.
bro, you're alone. You have a smartphone. You
Yeah,
called a
yeah,
new
yeah.
Uber. You went back. You smashed the girl. We're
Yeah.
saying you had to act like someone you're not in order to get that pussy, and
That-
you had to tell lies to get that pussy.
I
Did
told
you?
no lies.
Okay, you didn't.
I didn't even
You
act
didn't.
fake.
Good job.
I didn't even finish the story. Like,
Bro, you've been talking
Last time
forever.
you said, didn't you like fuck in a field or something? That's what I remember.
I never had sex
Okay,
in the
never
field.
mind.
I wish I did.
Never mind.
That'd be
Okay, we
awesome.
get it. So
I
you
was
still
drunk last
believe that
time.
guys can't fuck over girls?
Hey, what?
I was drunk last time. I don't remember.
Answer your question. I'm sorry.
properly.
I'm sorry.
You still believe that guys can't screw over girls?
They can, but I think there are different types of guys, and your definition of screwing over is different. I do. I think there are guys who learn how to win. Like, you get fucked over, and then you just say, "I'm gonna stop fucking myself over." One thing I learned today is don't call chicks 1,000 times a day. Let them come to you.
You should have learned that a couple years ago.
It's surprising how many people know that, and yet people do the exact opposite. Even the quarterback, buff-looking dudes will.
But then you hear yourself say 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It might take a 2,000, but law of attraction or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You want to add some shit, Brother Beard? Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
I
it
just remember at
possible-
the beginning you were saying something about like when you go to the club, like you immediately went to like trying to get bitches. I'm like, I don't even go out unless I'm doing stand up.
But that's new for you, isn't it?
No. Even whenever I was in like college and shit, I would only go out if I was DJing. Like I DJ.
Oh, you was
I would
getting
only go
hoes
out
off
when I would
rip.
DJ. Yeah, but it's like my intent in going out is not to like pussy hunt. I'm not on a pussy hunt. I don't bar hop. I go out with a purpose.
I wanna make a comment
aside
about
from
that.
like other shit.
Can you make a
Or,
comment in the
or I
mic?
go out to do other shit and not just to be out. It seems goofy.
It is kind of goofy, but I realize that now because for years I've been studying. For like 2 years, I studied pickup. Because like I'm like, there has to be a science to doing this. I don't want to just whip my dick out and just put it in the universe. That's how you get AIDS. To some people. Whoa. I mean, there's one of the ways, in my opinion. You just kind of just say fuck and be sexually irresponsible. There's also many ways to catch any disease, but yeah. But long story short, there's another way to do it. It's by Corey Wayne. It's called Being a 3% Man. I just bought his audiobook. It's fabulous.
3%.
The 3% man, because only 3% of guys get paid, get laid, have a good time. It's like it's like success basically. So how to do that? Relationships.
Oh,
Hang
I
out.
wanna be like 100% man.
That means you're a
That's all.
total loser.
That's that, my man.
It's not
Why
how
would
statistics
you want to be
work.
3%
You wanna be a
man?
You're the
50%
top
man?
3%.
Yeah,
or
top
in the
3%.
97th percentile.
Exactly.
Okay.
You high.
A little bit.
But so real quick before we get off the high subject, 3% man, you hang out, have fun, hook up. Hang out, have fun, hook up. Hang out, have fun, hook up.
That's exactly what he's doing though. Because he said he's not going out with this like primordial concept in mind where he's like, I have to fuck. He doesn't have this biological like, I just need to put my dick in a female. He's like, I'm gonna go out and have fun and see what happens.
That feeling is real.
Yeah, like I was waiting for some shit.
No, the feeling's real, but
so
but you're going out to have fun, and that's what's the I don't know what the word is, but
have sex.
you're acting as if you're just trying to have fun. Whatever happens.
Right.
He's living his life.
I've noticed
Outcome independent.
that's the best way for me to get women.
What?
It's just like when I'm completely laid back, not
Yeah,
trying.
work on that.
There's something, I don't know, something about my character, like I'll just notice like this, I don't know, kind of charming, sort of erudite character comes
I'm
out.
not a fan of the snap.
Dude, you're not even listening to him, bruh.
I
It's a
was
podcast.
listening to you, big dog. I swear to God.
What'd he say?
I was listening to you. Long story short, big dog. What you
You don't have to recap.
Can you talk
you're
into the
not,
fucking mic, bro?
you know, you're not failing the class right now. It's fine.
No, it's
I
cool.
failed classes before.
But no,
It's
dude,
not
like,
fun.
I don't know. It's just like, you know, I don't know. When I was like undergrad, maybe a freshman, like you would just go out, house parties and shit, and I just never liked them. It's just like this hot, sweaty
In
box
DC?
of drunken high people. Yeah, I went to Howard for anyone.
And brownstones get hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What about you, Samson? When you go,
it just doesn't work for me. I'm not that kind of dude, so I'm not very tall. Like, I have to be able to literally, like, have the time to speak with someone for them to, find me attractive. It's like, how am I going to do that when it's just playing fucking Pop That and everyone's fucking twerking on each other? Like, I can't. I can get a dance.
well, you need to go. You need to
happen.
switch up the venue. Sounds like.
That's my point, though. It's like, after a while, just like, fuck, whatever. I'm just going to do what I do in my normal time, what I want to do, and let the rest fall into place.
Giant glass.
Yeah.
Of Red Bull.
No, that's legit.
That's what's up.
Because then you'll run into people that actually give a fuck about like comedy, and they'll be like, "Oh, cool, you're Jonathan Cofield. Let's hang out." Like,
Most people don't
Like them
shit
3
about
strippers tonight.
okay, well, some people do.
Most people don't.
I mean,
Like, I'm glad you do. This is what always happens, at least with me, at comedy shows. There's just some random person that happens to be there. They don't even necessarily find me funny, but, like, I just
like, oh, he's
have a way of
confident.
speaking. It's probably, like, the same thing that he was saying today, which is, like, every time I hear your voice come out of your mouth, I'm surprised. I'm just like, what? You're laughing like, I don't get it. What about my voice doesn't match the rest of me?
He tried. Oh, shit. Man, you gotta say some shit, Samson. I don't know, bro. Like, you've been patient.
Yeah, I told them that too in the car. I was like, do y'all think his voice matches him? Like, I don't know. It just, I mean, like,
I just want to know the
I
details.
know I have
Why?
a weird voice. A lot of people tell me that,
You do.
sadly, but it's like, you do too. I don't know.
He got, but because of the beard and the glasses and the shirt. Like, if you had a hood nigga voice, it's like, listen, man, I'm from DC, you know what I'm saying? And the glasses,
That's
it'd be
not
weird.
what DC ghetto sounds like at all.
I know, man, because they got the whole.
Muffle.
I don't know. It really hit me today
weird.
without the dad cap.
Oh, okay.
Yo.
I was gonna. I meant to say it's a pizza mic. Like now.
He
that it's
wears a
winter-
dad cap all the time.
I do, but now that it's winter, I
Get
look
your
like as
DC.
dangerous as I'm supposed to. Like.
it's not covering your ears, so it's really not doing anything. It's just for
That's
style
what
points.
Makes it more
Just a
sus,
nigga,
in my
man.
opinion.
East
Shit's
Atlanta.
Just around the.
Yeah, but I think it's also how you present yourself. Because in comedy, you're like, "Hey, I'm from Alpharetta. I'm Republican. I'm black." Or you say like
I don't say.
you don't say you're Republican, but you insinuate like people think I'm Republican.
Yeah, because some of my shit is just I don't know. You can't escape like the suburban affectation, even though it's not actually an affectation. This is genuine.
Can you talk about black suburbanism, man? We gonna
Can you
talk
talk
about
into the
this.
fucking mic? Like,
Oh, hey, we
What
might
is
have to
there
take
to
a
say?
quick minute break for ass whooping. But nah. But what about black suburb hood, man? Can you talk about that?
Not much to say. I mean, it's shit. I mean, suburbia is shit, and then like I don't know, being black in the suburbs.
I'm trying to be weird.
It's just strange. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's
I
strange
don't
about suburbia to you?
Huh?
What's strange about suburbia, the suburban area, to you?
I don't know. I don't feel like I knew anybody.
because it's not like a neighborhood vibe. It's kind of just like.
Is that why you can't talk when you're on stage?
Why I
You didn't
can't
have
talk?
friends? You said I didn't know that. You didn't have friends. You didn't know how to
No, I always had friends. Just like, I don't know. You get the close few. I was never the.
Didn't a tranny offer to
big-
give you head last week?
Yeah.
So you have friends,
But
bro.
he didn't even know he didn't know it was a trend. I'm just like, bitch, I had 5 o'clock shadow, nigga. What the fuck?
How wait?
But he also like came
I
back to
can't
our house
see shit
after just
now.
saying like,
Not
hey.
the tranny. Not the tranny. Mm-mm.
Huh?
The tranny didn't come back to his.
No, no, but I'm saying like you are very like docile or whatever you want to say. Like you're down no matter.
Why are you about to stab
Like we were like, yo, come back to our crib. We have to film a podcast. You're like, I bet.
I don't know.
Like, you
I've
don't
seen
know
y'all
us.
around a few times, so it's like,
I was sus.
And me and him became
I
kinda
mean,
was
you're
like,
not just
do I really
random
need to
people
go?
like, hey, let's do this thing. It's like, you've definitely been around a few times. You didn't say anything before or try to do anything, so it's
Yeah.
like,
But you
seem
almost
nice.
you also
talked
almost
to me
got
a few
head from a
times,
tranny. But all
whatever.
right.
Can't let this nigga talk, bro. Like,
Oh, I'm
damn,
sorry.
like-
Is this your show?
I mean, shit. You got the
I mean,
computer.
yeah, that happened too, but it was a different thing. It's not like the same thing.
What happened to?
So you're not naive, is what you're saying.
No,
I
he
mean,
is.
I definitely am, but
Like if there was
Like-
coke right here and meth right there and like Molly, could you tell the difference?
Nigga,
I don't even think
why
I
do
could.
you tell the difference? Like, what does that say?
I
Like,
could definitely
the black
tell
suburban
between,
shit.
I could
From
tell
Alpharetta,
between,
bro.
like coke and meth.
with the
Molly's
teeth
just
in
a
the lab.
general white
I mean,
powdery.
yeah.
I could tell the difference. Like,
I think
Is that
so,
weird?
but like I've never seen them, so it's like
Is that weird? You ain't seen
that, he
drugs?
hasn't, that he hasn't seen meth. Definitely, he drives a fucking
Oh my
drives a
god.
GMC pickup with Alabama tag.
We saw it, bro. We
Like-
saw it. It's fire. Actually.
it's
a nice
great.
truck.
I get to park in
There's at least one
handicap
family member.
spots. Fantastic.
Anyway, though, legit, I kind of dipped
I'm
on the Black
dead.
Suburbia thing. I want to go back to that. What I can honestly say is like what I was thinking about after. I was like, I mean, I have to be honest. I was pretty fortunate in the sense that my parents have done pretty well. You know what I mean? So they're like, it's not just that they're in like the top percentage of blacks. Like they're in the top kind of 5% of the U.S. So then on top of that, like if you just go into Black Suburbia, it's that same stratification that you see within the rest of society. But just like, I never really got in with those people, like at all.
The hood niggas.
Occasionally I would buy weed from them, but like, there are shitty parts of suburbia. You know what I'm saying? So like, if anyone knows Alpharetta, Johns Creek area, North Fulton.
Don't tell them where you from.
They have a nice ass Whole Foods. You been to that Whole Foods?
Finally, yeah, at the Avalon.
It's the southeast region's best Whole Foods.
What high school did you go to?
Don't
Too
say
many questions.
none
Exactly.
of that.
Too many questions. But let's just say it's like
Sorry.
Dallas, Fort Worth, or like Alexandria, Potomac, like for other.
I'm
kind
from
of other
there.
What?
I thought you were
Alexandria,
trying
for
to
real?
get real specific. So,
similar.
it's like, let's make it.
Oh,
Wait, when you're
real
referring,
specific.
okay, so I don't get this. When you're referring to Black Suburbia, is there like a little hood inside suburbia? Is what you?
Yes.
It's
Right. Yeah,
insinuating.
that's what I'm saying. Is like if you were to take the diaspora of like Black Americans.
Nigga, come on,
That's what it's called. It's called the diaspora.
Can you talk into the mic when you?
This is
when you
Howard.
make it-
Exactly.
make
This is
it-
Howard shit.
bro.
But
You
anyway.
won't stop touching me, like, bro. I don't give, nigga. I don't live in no suburb, bro. Fuck
One
wrong with you?
items. Fuck that.
Fuck.
But
You
anyway,
be
no.
touching these.
Like, if you
Shit.
If
My
you,
fault,
If
bro.
you look like the economic stratification across the entire country, it's the same way in suburbia. But then I guess my parents sort of insulated me. Like I played golf. My sister's in equestrian. We were in Jack and Jill.
Can you spell
Get all
equestrian for
this-
the audience who don't?
Dude, I was
know
in Jack and
spell
Jill
it?
for like a week.
What's Jack and Jill?
Really?
Yeah, for like a week.
What's Jack and Jill?
I'm half black, bro. You didn't know
That's
that?
fun. I'm not. I didn't think so.
Me
But
too.
it's
I can't say the N word, bro. And not be a little bit black.
I just wasn't gonna fight you, nigga. Like, I was like, maybe he's Hispanic. It's fine.
Hispanics do be saying
Oh, so you
N-word
get the
like
card if you're
crazy.
Mexican?
No.
Nah, but they, man, cause they
I
got
mean, the
gangs
thing
and
is,
shit.
though,
They
that's
gonna
what,
say
like,
it.
And it's weird, dude. Like, do you know John McWhorter? Are you familiar with that guy?
Mm-mm.
You should get hip to John McWhorter. I think you like him. You like JP.
Of course.
He has that show. Him and Glenn Lowry do a show on bloggingheads.tv.
Mm-hmm.
But,
What's it about?
Their shit's just like politics, but they're both. I mean, they're both technically like they probably consider themselves Democrats, but they're like right-wing Democrats. It's this whole old blue dog. What is it, like conservative blue dog thing, whatever. But my point is, John McWhorter is a linguist at Columbia, and he has just given up on like nigga with the A. He's just given up. He's like, it's out there now. It's a term of endearment. It's in all this music. People are gonna say it.
Yeah.
Hispanics. Some
I kind of
Asian
low
people
key
say
agree.
Like it's just, it's gone.
He still won't accept it though. When our Indian friend, who's like from the Middle East, says it,
He's not
he,
from
like-
the Middle East. He's from.
Is he Indian
Syria.
or from the Middle East?
He's not.
he's from.
He's not. His parents are.
Well,
He's not.
I mean, look, man.
He
But
would.
he
He
would-
would say the same.
he was
shit,
born
though, too.
there, and then
Bro,
he
this is the
flew
thing,
here.
Man,
Therefore,
listen,
he's
bro.
from there.
I told you about this cup, man. Shit.
All right.
As a
Alright,
matter
dude.
of principle, though, like if you enforce that, I mean, he should have enough respect to just honor your request.
No,
Yeah.
That's
he
a
kind of
fact.
does.
No, he
kind
doesn't.
of doesn't. But
see, he's so big. He tell them what to say, and he actually says it. I have the same thought.
I don't.
Like, I don't get it either. Like, imagine Samson telling you, "Hey, bro, get that glass and then do push-ups real quick." And then, he do it though. I'm like,
He really
bro,
does.
like-
Dude, I'm gonna have this in my podcast. I'll literally say, "Bro, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat," and he'll say, "I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat," and I'm like, "You're 23. Why are you okay with just being a bitch like openly in public? Like he doesn't care."
Yeah, but that's as a man though, you want to get that way a little bit because when you don't even care, can't nobody even fuck with you. Like you so alpha, you like I'm a bitch, I'm a bitch, I'm a bitch. Yep. And niggas laugh. All right, cool. Shit, this shit funny as hell.
No, we're talking about fat shaming, right? So there's this book that this one dude put out on Instagram. It's called saying, "Hey, you lost weight" is still fat shaming. When you tell a girl they lost weight, it's still fat shaming.
Who told a girl they lost weight before?
No, but it's like, "Hey, you look slimmer." It's like,
oh,
"Oh, so you're judging me." It's like,
I
no,
just
it's a
technically-
compliment.
That's that millennial sensitivity.
Now I've just been paying
And in
attention.
the most abstract sense.
Okay.
Yeah, but girls are like, "Well, you don't know what I'm
Alright,
going through. I could be having anxiety, or I could be like bulimic, or blah." It's like, bro, like
That's
we're-
Georgia State. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, Georgia State has these socialist things up.
Bro, this fat
Yo,
Indian piece of
I
shit
remember-
chick, man, try to hit me with that. I was like, bitch, you don't shut up, man. I mean, I was like, conservative and,
No, it's okay. I
want
think,
my kids, like,
bruh, the government. You know what the difference between socialism is? You know what socialism is?
barely.
What is it?
I said barely, like,
In
I don't know,
comparison
nigga, tell
to
me. Fuck.
what? In comparison to like full blown communism or
What?
I'm
Like
saying
just
in
like a
comparison
capitalist
to what
system or
is-
well,
Is it kind of like communism, but it's like fucked up?
No,
Communism is more of a
technically
dictatorship, right?
worse, Yeah.
and then socialism is like the means of production is owned by like the common people, and they kind of like make decisions.
I mean, that's also what communism is by definition. Well, communism would be like zero property rights, zero independent anything. Everything is owned by the state or the people.
In a perfect
That's
world, that would
it's
make
not like
sense.
so
In a
totalitarianism
perfect
is a
world,
dictatorship then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but like just because you guys know, like
You cool, bro. You
leadership and hierarchies emerge naturally. So no matter what.
Well, a
sort of
hierarchy,
communist-
in order to orient yourself properly in order to do things in the world,
just
you
said
have
the word
to.
right there, bro.
No, hierarchies are fine. I can
He
talk about
already says
hierarchies
it.
all day.
Like, he just really started, like,
Whoa, I didn't throw out no Nazi symbol, bro.
I would
Okay,
pop
Are
like
you part of
for real.
Kyrgyzstan, bro? Is that what this is? You're part
no,
of
bro.
Kyrgyzstan?
Okay, in order to orient yourself properly in the world, you have to do things, correct? In order to live, you have to
Why
do
are you
things.
trying to measure his tricep?
Bro,
right
because
now?
the hierarchy is it's just he in my face. Listen, bitch. Like if you don't like go ahead, bro. My phone.
No, I'm just saying, in order to orient yourself properly in the world, you have to do things. Doing things creates value. Some things are more worth doing than other things. Correct? So, for example, your dad needs to go to a heart surgeon. He needs heart surgery. Do you want the best heart surgeon to do it, or do you want the dude who just started who's like shit?
Okay.
And his
I mean,
parents
that's
got
all-
him through.
No,
I'll give you
okay,
that.
yes.
So you're better at something, right? So you should get paid more because it's competence. Competence should be
I
rewarded.
just wanted to give like this full hierarchy thing. I was just
No,
trying to
I'm just
relate
saying.
it-
I
You
fucks
thought of
with
boiling
no,
him,
but
but
I
he's
love,
smart on it.
bro. I
He's
love
smart.
hierarchies, bro.
I mean,
Hierarchies
look,
are
this
fine.
is all true, exact. But that's the same reason communism doesn't work. Is that ultimately because hierarchies automatically form, then the will of the people cannot equally be distributed. It just can't. Someone's automatically going to become a leader, and they're going to have way too
Yeah.
much influence, and then it'll all.
You know what that is,
to the
right?
top.
When someone becomes a leader, you know what that is, right?
Being a leader, what? What
It's
do you-
conscientiousness, but it's also truthful speech in the service of well-being. It's codified in this notion of God
Right,
the Father.
You just want to give like you need to do your own lecture series on each chapter of 12 Rules for Life.
No, it's just cool, bro.
And
Do
then
what
we
is
have
meaningful,
free
not.
time, you can go into maps of meaning. Like you get it, dude.
Mass meaning is hard to read, but I've never even tried to read it.
Super
But alright.
dense, like this crazy.
No, it's just cool, dude. I'm just thinking that like, what do you see in a good guy, right? In men, in a good man. Not this isn't like homosexual in any way, but essentially like men get voted up the hierarchy, right? Men vote men up the hierarchy, and women peel off the top of the hierarchy. So men
saw
men
that
put men
video.
up there, and
Yeah.
women pick the men. And you always talking about females. We're going back to hoes, like women.
I'm not the only dude that's ever considered
If
like
you
women
try-
like
But that is your
like,
fundamental preoccupation, which to your
Man,
point
hold
about
it,
the
man. Listen,
hierarchy
I throw everybody out this window, man. Throw all these goddamn
It
big
seems
words
weird,
at me,
dude.
man.
It
Samson
doesn't
gonna
matter
watch.
what we're talking about. It always
Yeah.
comes back to but about these bitches. And I think
I've
his
never
point-
said but about these. I've never even
you
said
never
that.
literally said those words.
So
but
don't even
that's-
trip, though. But listen, though.
I'm just saying, like in a general sense, that's how the conversation goes.
What about the women? Yeah.
What he's saying, and what I also would agree with, though, is like by not being preoccupied by women, you're actually able to climb a hierarchy, and they're just attracted to you.
Yeah.
Just
That
by
is-
being good at something,
It's true.
somebody's gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like
It is.
in the beginning of Pinocchio, right? Geppetto orients himself to the
I
highest
saw that
possible
good.
good.
That was my video.
To the
too,
star,
bro.
he
Do
can see.
another direct JP fucking metaphor. I'm
It does,
walking
like,
out.
all these
Can you
speeches.
come up with your own
See-
shit once?
Black about to pass out, man. What you think about Black?
Huh?
Exactly.
The weed that he's just
What's your no? But I did ask this earlier. You didn't answer it. What's your thought on
Spit
like?
all up in my cut.
What's your thought on like women
Yep.
in?
I might as well just drink.
What's your thought on just women because I asked you earlier about men getting over on women, but I just want your idea on women.
He's pro. I can. Let me handle this as your lawyer.
You have black lawyer shit with the lawyer glasses.
But this
I thought we were supposed to.
I know. No, it is, bro. What's your stance on women, bro? You gonna talk?
I don't know.
You don't know what a girl is,
I
or
definitely like women.
He suffers from serious.
okay, but you don't. Okay, so for example, no. Fuck you. Fuck your opinion. Yo,
I'm just making.
when he goes out, right? His goal is comedy. When he goes out, his goal is hoes. What's your goal when you go out?
Call them hoes? I don't call them hoes.
Oh, what do you call them? Lovely.
Look in the
young
mic when
ladies?
you talk.
Like, I was just saying it
Black
earlier,
women,
like,
that's
a girl who's worth it, like, I'm looking for something more permanent, like,
Wait, that's what you.
So you're a beta male?
Hold on,
Nigga,
whenever
damn,
you
let
go
him finish
whenever
his
you
speech,
go
bro.
out, that's you are looking for women. You're going to open
No,
minded why
like-
you're like I might find my Asian princess.
but the
I
thing
might find
is,
the next
like,
Mulan. Is that what
But
you're...
the thing is,
Well,
bro.
lately-
Hey, go ahead, bro.
lately, I haven't even been looking, I'm like, if something happens, like,
But that's the thing, it's never gonna happen.
I'm
Women
not-
don't approach men.
I
In the
know
Bible
that.
it says, a
Nigga,
man who
damn.
fighteth a woman fighteth a good thing and obtaineth favor.
Black, chill out, bro.
That's why-
Damn.
biblical shit. Yo.
Shit.
like, I'm just out,
has a mic, bro.
like, you were
Doesn't-
saying the 3%, you're out to have fun,
Have fun, hook up.
hook up, and
Cash.
Have fun. Don't take shit seriously and hook up. Some shit like
This nigga
that.
forgot.
yeah,
one more.
so it's like,
I'm sure money is somewhere. Right?
when I'm going out, I've got 2% down pat. Like, and I'm just working. Like, the 3%.
Oh,
it's
have
not
fun, hang out, and hook
necessary.
up. Have fun, hang out, hook up.
Yeah, but if something happens,
It
like
happens.
something happens.
Word.
Yeah,
And you still like a leader in your
I
life.
mean, I'll have fun.
So you're outcome independent, but you're waiting on something to happen. That's not gonna, like, nothing's gonna happen, bro. I'll tell you right now.
But like,
I'm 23,
I'm
like-
flirting with people.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Sure,
Yeah,
whatever.
if you're making
Like,
moves, it's all good.
yeah, but
like, he's ugly,
I'm not,
right? So-
I'm not worried about it. Like, it doesn't matter too much.
Can you repeat
Like,
yourself real quick?
I've got other things. Like, the comedy's my priority. Like,
Yeah.
most days of the week, if I'm going out, that's what I'm doing. Like, it's to do something that's highly improbable, you know.
Interactive.
It's just slower. Or
Wait, but have you gotten any
Lower
hoes off
ratios,
stand
like-
up yet? Like,
Huh?
have you gotten any hoes off stand up?
Does it have to be directly, or can it just be the
No?
confidence you get from it?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was a
That's
loser for a while. Like,
That's weird.
keep it 100. Kevin Hart
Like-
sucked ass when he started out.
No, he didn't.
He did, nigga. He got
Like
canceled off of
stand-up?
like 3 shows and shit. He was trash.
No.
He himself
okay.
said he was trash,
okay,
bro.
fair, but like the very first time he ever did stand up, he won a competition.
The very
I like
first
it.
day.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
wow.
That's the story he told. He was working at a senior store. He would kill in the break room. He went up, did some goofy ass story, probably about being like a little bitch, and won.
His dad smoking crack, yeah.
So no. He's
Okay,
And he
so
still
he's been
sucks
crazy.
shit.
What?
And he still sucks shit. Like, he had to become a stripper just to pay his bills, like, in Hollywood and shit.
You think Kevin Hart's bad at stand up now?
I'm sure. No. It's not that he's. I never even said that. Y'all gonna stop hitting me out of context. Hey, you
That-
out
that's
this window.
Maybe you
But
need
nah.
to be better at articulating
Nah,
your points.
articulating, shut your ass up. But listen, your beard don't connect. But listen though, nah, I'm fucking with you. I ain't gotta get that
I
personal
mean,
with
you
you.
just.
I know, my fault, dog. I still love you. Dark skins for life. But nah, I'm just saying, like, in the beginning, it's gonna suck shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stop. He didn't come off big. He didn't come up with a beard. He didn't come off this tall. You know what I'm saying? It gets better. Like, he gonna get his hoes. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, which brings me to the
I
question.
wasn't even
Okay,
gonna
which brings me to this question. This is purely has nothing to do with females. Why do y'all do pickup or comedy? Why do y'all do stand-up comedy?
That's a great question.
I've been wondering this. I'm not saying like there has to be some deeper intrinsic meaning of life, but
yes, you are.
I'm just kind of.
I've just been thinking about it for a long ass time, and I never had the balls to like get up on stage and do it. And so once I had the balls and I did it, it's like, okay, this wasn't nearly as like bad or like as scary as I thought it was gonna be. Like once I did it, so it's like now I'm trying to get better.
Yeah, which is cool because I follow you on Instagram now, and you're going out every night to do comedy at
Yeah.
new places, which means you're
I mean,
actually like there are these niggas that hole in the wall.
Meant to being good at it. That's why I'm like not putting shit out there. Like I'll tell people I'm going out or like I'm at this place. So now like you kind of know my routine or something. I I kind of use it as like an accountability thing. Like if I'm telling people what I'm doing, like, oh, they know I'm keeping up with my shit weekly, whatever I'm doing. It keeps me wanting to like
Pull the string.
keep being the best
matter which
me that I could be, like
3%.
by actually doing the things that I set out to do.
Down.
And so if like comedy is the most important thing to me, like I want to keep doing that. I don't know. Man, I just want to really achieve my dream. Like comedy since probably like early middle school, I've been thinking about it, and once I finally started doing it, like I realized like.
But do you want to be like a stand? Do
I
you want
wanna
to be a
do this
professional
forever.
stand-up, or do you want to be a professional writer? Like, how do you see your career going? If you could,
Dude,
model
I didn't even
it in
think
abstract
about-
sense from another.
Until like
Person.
people started talking to me about like actual comedy, and like once I started doing it, I didn't even think about writing or
So it was just like
Any of that
capital C
shit.
Comedy.
I was
Like,
just
just
talking
wanna
about-
be a comic.
doing stand up, getting on a stage and telling jokes to people. Like that's all I wanted to do.
Cool.
So that's
Thank
still like my number one.
Yeah.
Now that people are talking about like, yeah, doing a podcast, talking on shit,
They kind of hypes you up, right?
or doing writing, like those are all cool things that I haven't really thought about. Which is, I mean, it's probably kind of dumb that I didn't look into it more, but it's like,
But on a certain
it's
level,
fun
something's
now.
better than where you're just like you're just trying to be funny, and by just being funny, other shit will happen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's cool because it's simplicity is the highest
Yeah.
form of sophistication. You're just being simple. You just want to make
You
people
just
laugh.
like if you're just a master of you on stage with the mic, like that's the thing about Louis is
Lucy
before
Gay?
he became like the Louis that everybody knows, he was making short films way back in the day, like in the 90s, and then he started writing a lot. Like he wrote for Conan's things in different ways.
And they are,
And
bro.
I can't necessarily like go to the details. I don't.
Like the girl said she
Quite
got,
frankly, I don't give a fuck.
like the main beautiful girl said she kept getting cheated on, right? To me, a year ago, I thought, I'm gonna let you
Okay.
comment.
That's the main beautiful girl to you.
Mm,
Okay.
the one with the best body, the one with the most.
Or is
one-
that even a question?
Wait, which
Let's
one
be
was the
honest.
best looking?
Like in the.
Which one? I'm for real.
He's talking about the one that her
Ass was
her
fat.
pants,
Ass was fat.
or her skirt, whatever you want to call it.
They
It
were
was
pants.
tight, but it matched her
Different pants.
her top thing.
Ass was fat. Yeah,
Yeah.
sweatpants and crop top.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
the girl
it
with
was
the
like
gray?
knit. It was like a sweater.
The gray
Like-
girl? The
Yeah,
girl who
crop
was...
top.
She had,
Yeah, but I'm trying not to say too much because I mean I don't know who's gonna watch this. I don't know if they
I know, but I didn't... Okay, I'm not...
Mama watches this, he'll know I'm speaking the truth, and I love
No,
my
no, no.
kids
Yeah, no.
and
It's
my
fine.
family. I do.
We get it. What was the underlying point you were trying to make before you started talking about
I
this?
was thinking
Something
I was
about
thinking
body
about the
language
girl
and
that
deflecting.
said like
or flanking.
Hey,
like
Sam.
who said I like men, and then
That
like,
chick.
Oh, she likes men.
Yeah, it was that stupid chick. Yeah.
Like I thought. I didn't know.
I thought she
talking
was
about
cute.
I
that
thought
girl.
she might
No,
like
you just said crop top and...
No, I want to talk to main crop top. I talked to that chick that said something stupid.
Was she the number two that you
She
went to
was the
first?
number two. Oh,
Right,
God.
Okay,
And
no
she
one
was-
knows, so...
Nigga, they do. Stop.
Wrap it up.
They not stupid. So listen, that was her, the less attractive girl. I went to her because I was like the other girls too much, the dominance hierarchy, gay shit, which is also true. It was and she
It's
acted
true,
like
but
she
it's
was
baggy,
like.
like, whatever.
You ever talk to a poor person? Let me ask you a question. You ever talk to a poor person and you want to give them like $1, but they're so fucked up and poor that they cuss at you for like giving them $1 instead of like, you know,
They're,
or
like,
you give them
asking you
food
for a Slim Jim and a pack of cigarettes.
Like,
and
don't
it's
s-
like
and you can
I
give it to
don't
them.
even have cash. Sorry.
Slim Jim, a pack of cigarettes, and a pickle, and Ben and Jerry's ice cream. You got that? Oh fuck, you didn't, fuck boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how the girl was acting. Like I knew she didn't like herself. She said that. She said I don't like light skinned babies. She was light skinned. She had that problem. I'm speaking to her. I'm rapping to her.
Oh, that's okay.
That was that chick. I knew
It
she.
is.
I remember she said it. I was like, let me just try this just because. Not because I win. Just see what happens. And she was just, oh yeah, what's up? Hi. Yeah, I went to college. Yeah, I'm smart. My teeth are white. Yeah, I know. I'm like, you just don't like. You just seem unhappy, and it makes sense why you were friends who got cheated on. It makes sense. Now we don't get as much play as the other playmates around Atlanta getting hoes, but this nigga work out. He doing a podcast. Nigga got me trying to work out. Something. Shit, we know we all niggas, man. Something. I'm not bitching in my room complaining about life.
Yeah, but she was
Got time
just
for that.
giving that persona off. I'm sure that's not her lifestyle. She was just being a bitch. Like she was just being bitchy because she thought you were trying to holler
I
at
don't know
her.
though, and also on a certain level,
man.
like
It's
being, I
it's
think
deeper,
like
man.
being a stand-up, being a female stand-up is this weird thing because you have to dominate the space. Like part of
Was
me
she
is-
a real stand-up or was she just cracking jokes?
I mean, I've seen her
I've seen
at
her
other
do
clubs. Yeah,
Really?
That joke before.
yeah.
Really?
I've seen her at other clubs. But
Wow.
like, I mean, she did say she was very drunk, so that's one thing.
Yeah, so that's
But
how I
then
was like.
also, like, on top of that, I think it's weird because obviously in American stand-up, it's about being, like, the biggest dick in the room. It's a lot of wisecracks and shit. It's not like British comedy or Australian comedy or Canadian comedy. So that's a weird thing.
Fuck yeah.
Being a woman, you are not, and, like, to your point, like, you're not in your feminine, I don't know, Jordan Puig
Domain.
something to say about this. But you're in...
The baddest chick.
You're
But
in
her
a
friends
different
shit.
headspace.
But her friends at least could. They were on some other shit. They don't have to be. They really
I
don't.
don't know, dude. I was
Bro,
not...
if you don't stop touching
the-
my goddamn
He's
Bro,
trying to get people
I
to hear
really
you,
just want
nigga.
you to be able to.
They can hear me, bro. Trust me.
Anyway,
Jesus
I
heard
don't
me.
know. I wasn't in the conversation. I didn't even try to talk to them.
You did,
I can't
nigga.
say.
You did. I saw you.
No. I wanted her
Cuz.
to talk about a joke. Like I will tell people. I don't give a shit. And I can say.
So
when
you
I
wasn't
did-
lying?
What?
You wasn't
Dude,
just
let
lying?
him fucking have his.
Alright, we gonna fight
argument.
after this, bro. We gonna fight.
It was literally just talking about a joke. And I can say, yeah, to your point, she was a little.
bitchy.
Yeah, but that's not quite the right. I mean, that's.
Super bitchy.
It's a pejorative.
Superficial?
I'm trying not to. Superficial isn't the right word either. She's just kind of just arrogant. That's probably the best way I could say it.
Fake.
Which I guess is bitchy. Whatever. That's like the female version of arrogant.
It's the
And
mask.
just kind of dismissive. And I was just like, look, I just think this is a good tag for your joke. I don't know if you thought about it. You said you didn't. But you don't want to do this tag because it doesn't match your politics. But it fits in the context of the joke. Whatever. I'll tell the people. No one gives a shit. She's talking about Snow White and how she was passed out and dudes were kissing her. And the tag that I suggested was, you know, this guy is like the original fucking Bill Cosby. That's where he got it from. And that's the tag I gave her. She was like, I don't like talking about Bill Cosby. And I'm like, I mean, I get that. I'm not going to tell you how to tell your joke, but you're also talking, like, she's dismissing the dude that was going through the forest kissing hoes. I said, sure, fine. But then whenever she said, I don't want to tell it because I don't like Cosby, I'm like, well, that doesn't have anything to do with the quality of this tag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I could give you reasons why Cosby would fit in here, but, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about Snow
but
White
no,
all
the
day.
analysis of a joke to me does matter because sometimes you have a premise that you really want to get out, but you can't figure out how to make it funny. Like, I've had premises that I just couldn't figure out how to make funny. And then I just tried to work it and figure out what kind of humor it is and eventually figure it out.
Mhm.
So sometimes you have to go at it like a technician, I think. And other times, like last week, I was just drunk and being mean to people, and that was just like funny too.
You be mean as shit. That'd be funny as hell, bro.
Well, have you also thought like maybe she wants it to be all her own? Maybe
Sure.
she wants the joke to be
I mean, that's totally fine.
entirely her thought.
But then just say like, I don't take advice. Just don't be like, don't be like this. To his point, don't be like this weird, dismissive sort of.
And it's weird.
Like just
Like, it's weird.
Like, I draw the line at Bill Cosby, but I'm going to go up here and make all these other jokes.
and then say I'm drunk. Like, come on, Sean.
yeah. I don't know. Her
See me drinking
just
fucking
her
root
personality
piss
was
water?
strange in that moment. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but I also do think you are a little over the top. Like, you... So, for example, we were talking about you before we even came up. To, like,
it was cool though, in a positive light.
okay,
Like,
he's not going to beat us up, bro. Like,
man,
we were talking
I
about
ain't
you
gonna get mad at
before...
He knows Muay
He's trying
Thai.
to be
We can
polite.
do it together.
No, okay, but bro, I'm
See, that's
bigger
how
than
you
both
know
of you.
you.
All right.
See, me, my brother got a gun, so y'all gonna.
No, we were just saying, like, you came up to me or you came up to him and you're like, hey. And you're like, don't ever do this when a comic's... Like,
He was playing.
like you're
I
playing.
think, I don't
It's
know.
cool. But
What happened?
you came up to me or you came up to him or you came up to one of us and
It
you were
was
like
me.
trying to... Well, he did it to me, too. And he was like, you're like, hey, like, don't ever, when a comic's making a super joke, don't ever, like, interrupt them or say some certain... Like, you were trying to give me, like, some rules or, like, rules by the trade of it. And I thought that shit was hilarious.
You about to cry, bro? Like,
No, I'm just trying to...
No. I'm just saying, I can see how you can come off as condescending or sarcastic. So maybe she was also, she's a bitch.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
But you do come off condescending sometimes. And then we can't tell if you're just trying to be funny.
Nah, that nigga funny, bro.
That's the thing though. It's like you have to be comfortable in yourself, otherwise you'll just think I'm a douchey guy.
No, yeah.
That's
that
so
shit was
true.
hilarious,
That
bro.
nigga's funny.
Like,
That's how we realize you're the funniest dude and we want to have you on.
Nigga, bro.
I'm just keeping it 100.
So there's another
And this is your friend, bro, so he's here too, because he's your friend, right? What's up, friend?
Hey, hold up. Samson. Hey, before we get, hold up. Samson is the man because this nigga, bro. Like,
Why do you always feel like you gotta give the underdog like attention, like a teeth? You're like, you're not fat. You're not fat.
I
Like,
called you the underdog.
Yo, hey, yo, don't fuck nobody up unless she cool with it. But nah, the way I know Samson a boss in his own right, because the way you ordered Wendy's, bruh, that shit was disrespectful as hell. Like, you told this shit, hey yo, no mayonnaise, yo, no tomato.
no, he said, what's on it? And she said tomatoes. And he said, yeah, take that shit off. And then she was like, and only put half of the mayo on there too. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you're like, dude, you just told her what to do.
Like, she knows she ain't her job. He was like,
here's
take
the
the
thing.
mayonnaise off. I was like,
Here's the thing. You see people go to these places and they're like, oh, may I have a blah? Yeah, you can have it. You're ordering fast food. It doesn't matter. Like, you order what you want.
Yo.
Like, if
About to get
they
inspirational
make it
speech.
this way, you can ask for things. It doesn't matter. Like,
Dude, they're working Wendy's drive-thru at 12, bro. It matters.
Yeah.
They hate their job.
yeah, great.
You're not making it any
So,
better.
I'm not
Control
making it
the
better.
situation.
I'm not really making it that much worse, am I? Like,
No, you're not. But it just kind of
yeah.
shows that you're like,
So,
nigga,
Whatever.
shut up, bruh.
Like-
Damn.
you were just roasting about it, and now you're
want
roasting
what
me.
you want.
Nigga, cause
Like,
you going on the 10th degree on this man for no reason.
See, underdog. This nigga's on the. This nigga's a liberal in every
Before-
combo.
Before you
I
ask me
mean,
about the
shit.
podcast, I still want to know what did you say? Like, what did you actually say about me before?
You're the funniest nigga. There.
No.
What did we say?
We talking shit about your voice, I think. That's what we were saying. What else?
I still don't understand. I mean, I don't. Like,
I think that was
sounds
it.
weird.
From what I can remember, like if there's anything else, like you know, like body head ratio thing, beard don't
Okay,
connect.
I
that
never
shit.
said that, but
I don't think we said that. The beard don't connect. I said that on camera. But other than that, that was pretty much it though. I can't remember anything else.
dude, I just know you're funny as fuck. But I think it's like your comedy. I was kind of laughing at you at first, but when nah, I mean,
I ain't
dead
gonna
ass.
cap, bro, because that shit.
You would get up,
was
bro, and I
crazy,
would.
bro.
You would get up and start talking, like when people would talk about your voice, right? And I would just start laughing.
Yeah.
And then, but when you got up, okay, when Nico had his birthday party, bro, you went up and you killed that shit. That was like your best night.
Everybody
he
was.
didn't go up.
I didn't go up that night.
Oh, you
Wow,
didn't?
nigga.
Yeah.
And I was about to agree with you too.
It must have been the week
yeah.
after. It must have been the week after that.
It was
Cause you went up
it was
one
some
night,
shit.
bruh, and you were like funny as fuck. Nico still gave you the light, which was weird.
Yeah.
But you were going. He gave you a little longer than usual, and you were hilarious. You were vibing with the crowd. You weren't doing your little read off the fucking notepad. Like,
Nah,
why
a lot
do
of
comics do that?
To remember their jokes, nigga.
But can't you like nigga? You tell them one
Nigga,
joke.
We both, man. I dropped out of school, man. Shit, I wish I did have a notepad.
All
man.
right, we get it. You want to defend them all day, bro. You're not a comic.
You know
Nigga,
what's
they
funny
cool,
is no
bro.
one said that you had Rich Cracker on your lip this whole time.
Cause niggas is fake, but it's alright.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you're not prepared, why do you go up there?
I don't know. For me, it's like sometimes I just can't remember them. I just can't physically, like, literally can't remember them.
Because I memorized this JP shit. So if I had to go up and talk about JP,
If I'm
That's-
prepared, I
that's
want my notebook
totally
with
different.
me.
Like I do.
what'd you say?
Got my
I'm passionate about JP. You're passionate about comedy.
5 minutes
like-
every week. Every week, new 5 minutes, and like these jokes.
A lot of people don't do the new
like, you have your
new
setup,
5 minutes
You
though.
have your punch. I have tags. Some you start riffing. Like just forget shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want to forget anything.
Do you-
But then on a certain level, if you do forget it, and then you just go up there and start just fucking letting it out, who knows? That could work too.
Can I say something about women before we get off this thing?
Bro, we were talking about comedy. We've just already talked about women. What were you gonna say?
You want to talk about women in stand up? Let's do that.
Uh,
we can.
man,
we
I
can
don't
do
know.
that.
It was pertaining
That's all it was
to our
doing.
conversation, and then
All right, nigga, you're high. Just say it. Just say it, bro.
Bro,
Like
say it, bro.
you're
Say
high,
it.
bro. Oh, so
Say
now
it.
you now you're mean to him?
Nigga, I'm not.
No,
I
it's
was
like
gonna
the
say it.
notebook's good to have because you do forget shit, and it's like, man, I forgot like part of a tag this weekend, and it's like I wish I'd written it down because I had my notebook with me, but I wasn't going off my notebook, and then I forgot like half of the punchline. So it's like it's good to have if you're going up with your notepad. I feel like it's actually more helpful because it may not be as professional. Like, I'm not a headliner, I'm just doing open mics. So if I'm walking up with my note
habit though, I do
if I'm
feel like
walking
it
up
is a
with my
bad habit.
notebook.
And it's like a security blanket that I don't like to have there. But it's also, I don't know, man. It depends on how you do it. Like dudes like Kedar and Derek or Ronnie, like they're really stream of consciousness. Like they have, it almost seems like they just have a premise and they can talk about it and it comes out the right way. But like I'm not quite there. I don't know that I'll ever be there.
So you think of your
like
notes,
I just have to at least look at it just to be like, all right, here's what I want to talk about. This is the punchline that has to be said. Here's some other shit I can add on, maybe if I remember.
So you think of your, like, the way I think of it is, like, each of my notes are like the matchsticks. Like, I want to, like, I don't know how any of this shit's going to go. So I want to say all the things that I wanted to say and then see how it turns out. Like, you're saying, like, my notes are something to make it easier, or...
I mean, that's the way I feel about it. But then I'm also, like, some people are like Seinfeld. You know what I'm saying? Where they literally write it all the way out and they just have to memorize it verbatim and rehearse it and just... Somehow that works.
I can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's like verbal photographic memory shit, right? Where it's like, oh, it's on page 78, stanza 3, clause 4. Like,
I don't
yeah.
know.
No,
dude.
I just
That's
think
weird shit.
this is just me, and I don't know.
Great bit.
I don't know shit about comedy. I really don't. But when I go there and I see the person that's interacting with the crowd and isn't really like in their phone telling jokes, that always seems to be the funniest. They just flow. But I don't know if you can do that everywhere. Maybe that's a consequence of being at Hole in the Wall. That you can just go up and like people are gonna ignore you. They're gonna ignore you unless you call them out.
On new or.
But are rehearsed
that's
jokes
not great
good
yet.
in stand up?
Rehearsed jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niggas have an hour-long stand-up. They better be rehearsed.
Yeah, I just see people that flow with the crowd and for the 5
like,
minutes and it's 5.
It doesn't matter who you are. Not looking at your notes just looks more professional. You seem more confident. It comes out
100%.
better. It just is.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
But
But it's like I'm just
But, like, hole in
practicing
the
right
wall,
now.
I don't give.
I'm just
no
gonna
one
practice
cares
and
there, dude.
Try to
So-
practice.
I
so
see some of the
If no
funniest
one
people
cares,
looking at
what
their
does it
notes.
matter if your joke is good there? Because it's not going to be good somewhere else.
Okay, when I say I don't care, it's like if I bomb at Hole in the Wall, I'm not going to feel as bad as if I bombed at Punchline or Laughing Skull.
Yeah.
What the? What's that? What is that?
Those are
It's
like
a
the two
club.
They're
clubs in
better
the city.
comedies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if you bomb at Hole in the Wall or some shitty bar in like Little Five,
It's not shitty. It's different.
yeah, I was gonna take that back because actually all the rooms in Little Five are pretty good. I feel kind of bad if I bomb there, but yeah, if you bomb there, it's like whatever. Half the people are paying attention. It's the worst atmosphere possible, really, because everyone's sitting at the bar. They're sitting really far away. The acoustics are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like the mic sounds airy. I did call it the worst open mic with the second worst open mic. That was.
Yeah, and why does everyone make white jokes? Like when the white people go up, they make fun of white people. When black people go up, they make fun of black people. I mean, white people too. It's like socially acceptable to just hate on white people. I feel like I don't know. I don't go to other open mics, but I just feel like
I mean, that's just the name
Keep-
Yeah, like, we don't go to more open mics. That's the thing. We don't know.
That's just the name of the game, though.
is that how it is in most places?
What type of white guys gonna make fun of black people in Atlanta and like be like, that's funny, right? Like,
Tyler Shook. And he's actually kind of good at it.
see, the thing is, I've never heard
Tyler
of him.
Shook will go into a black room and crack some black jokes, and somehow it works.
I mean, it's polarizing to me.
It is.
I'd rather
polarizing.
make fun of a person for being that person.
Yeah, or Gary. You know who Gary Owen is?
But you tell white people jokes too.
Huh?
You tell white people jokes too.
He has. It's funny.
Maybe.
Because you go up and you'll open with that. You'll be like, yeah, I'm white or something. You've done that.
Who was the brother on? Who's the white brother on stage? Y'all saw him? The guy who was like, "You don't have a trust fund."
The trust.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, God,
That was weird.
He told him to get off stage. I was dying, yo.
Yeah, because he kept that shit was dead. That shit was lame.
Yo, you're poor if you don't got a trust fund.
But we're about to wrap this
You're
up.
saying this to a room full of people that don't have trust funds.
I actually have one
You have
when I
a
turn
trust
25.
fund?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Congratulations.
I don't think it's that much, but
That's weird.
anyways, we're about to wrap this up. Some final
I don't
take.
know.
A final
You're the
takeaway.
only person I know that has a trust. Well, maybe.
It's weird. It's
I'm
not.
sure he's not.
You're the
No,
only
it's-
person I know that I know has a trust fund. That makes sense.
Well, my parents set it up so that my grandparent before he died, he said like,
You want to say this on camera?
I mean, I don't care. Yeah, he's cool. Before he died, he was like, yo, in the Bible it says leave money for your children's children. I understand you're a Bible dude. You're not. You're light skinned, so I don't think it matters.
I'll fight you.
But essentially,
How
that's what
many
he
times are you
did.
gonna say that before you do it? Like at this point, you just.
Oh,
sound
I know
silly,
you can't
bro.
fight. You the
You
antagonizer
just
with the
sound
glasses
retarded
from
at this
Howard.
point.
So retarded at this point. See,
It's
it's
just
always
it's a
little
defense
dude
mechanism for him.
that,
You
nigga,
sound
you
like-
can't fight. What you mean, bro?
I can't fight, but I'm still like 6 feet, and you're 5. What? 4?
Finish your gay ass point. Go ahead. Yep.
No, dude, my grandpa just said when I turn 25, he doesn't want me to rely on the money. I mean, 25, you're still pretty young, but he says, I want you to be 25, kind of already have like your work or whatever you're doing planned out, and then this will just be money for you to like get a car or something cool. So yeah, it's not that much money, but you know, it's just a thought that counts, and I think it's cool because it makes me feel like, yeah, I got to leave money for my grandkids too. But anyway, we're about to end, and I just wanted to ask you like both the comics a question.
Fuck me.
What do you want people that are watching this to take away from like comedy? Do you like people that maybe like they want to get into comedy or they're scared of it or they're intimidated, or they're doing it and they're not seeing any results, or
Just get up on a stage and do something, because you just saying you're thinking about it, it doesn't mean shit until you do it. Or at least that's the way I think about it. Like, because I thought about it for way too long. And once, like, I've only been in it for like two and a half months, somewhere between that 2-week period of time of it's not that long of a time. I thought about it for a really long time, and now I'm realizing none of that meant shit. Like, you need to start, like, getting up and doing it for the first time. That's the start. It's not the thinking about it.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're actually serious, or like even if you just want to like think about it and do it a few times, get up on the stage and do it.
Yeah, take that leap of faith. Say fuck it, fuck what people think. I gotta do this. What would you say, John?
Tell the truth. Just get on stage, yeah. Definitely get up if you care about if you want to do stand up. Definitely go out, tell the truth, because you can't fuck with the truth. That's what comedy is to me. And something else I wanted to say, but I forgot.
That's awesome. It is the truth, because the fool is above the king's content in court, so the fool can make jokes about and not get in trouble.
Jordan Peterson, episode 5. Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Aragon of
medieval times, brother. Okay, what's your final comment?
on comedy. These two guys, we met them because we hung out at the comedy club. You know, these guys are, even though you guys are young, you guys are professionals in my eyes. You know what you're doing. Somewhat. I did say somewhat, y'all. Somewhat. And you guys are funny as hell, both of you equally, I think, in my opinion.
Thanks.
Authenticity is the greatest form of like being yourself. Oh, don't hurt nobody.
Man,
Authenticity.
you're smaller than the chair.
He is. Authenticity is the best form of like being real, and I think you can use that to get girls. I have to be truthful with myself. I gotta be real.
Your How to Be Hoes podcast, just how to get hoes, not how to be hoes.
It's not about getting. It's about you being a man, and then by the substitute, you get women along with that. You know what I'm saying?
We all like.
Because you running after something.
You're just fooling yourself right now. Like that's not your main preoccupation. You're not out here like I'm trying to be the best man.
So that's your definition of
You're
a
just
man,
using
yeah.
that as a proxy
Girls.
for how
It's a
many
byproduct.
lakes can I swim in? That's all you're trying to.
But you're treating it like it's the only important
See,
thing. Like
you
you're
know what I'm
adding
saying.
it on to everything. Like
Am I adding on
not
everything? Yeah. But it's almost like the dessert to everything. Like, yo, I feel my life's purpose. I'm doing what I'm doing. I get laid. I'm here with the brothers. I'm happy with what I'm doing, and with that, women respect it because I respect myself. It's always a dessert. And in case you're homosexual, then that's your dessert. Or in case you're just spirituality is better than sex for you, then that's a dessert. Sex is the dessert for me. And I'm not ashamed of that. I think if more men admitted that to themselves, we live in a happier world instead of these weird dudes who
they can't communicate with women effectively and they don't try and they get pissed. The pot caught in the kettle black, brother. And at the end of the day, man, you guys are the shit. This guy's the shit. I know I'm the shit. And that's it, man.
Thanks for coming on. Like, for real, I appreciate it. I'm actually going to put this one up. I know I didn't put last week's up. Y'all are cool. I'm going to plug both y'all's Instagrams,
I do
too.
remember that other thing I was going to say whenever you were talking about
What's
comedy, like, for the last takeaway. I was also going to say, like,
Oh, yeah.
if you try it and you know it's for you because the first time you go up, you're not going to do good. And at some point along the way, you're going to have a bomb that literally feels like death on stage. And if you can go up, like, at least within the next week, like, you're just like, all right, I'm going to do it, then you know it's for you. Because, like, if I take a day off, I don't feel good that day. Like, it's to the point now where I at least have to hang out, at least go to a show and be around other comics just to be like, okay.
It feels like that for the gym for me.
Yeah, I didn't do it for 2 days.
Something like that.
I need to.
Oh, so
do
you're
something.
into it as much as him, too? Because he was on Instagram, like, he goes out every night to do
No,
it.
I don't put my shit on Instagram or Facebook.
But you go out.
But you're
pretty religious
mic
about it.
I go to, like, he's at.
Oh, that's cool. So y'all really do take this shit seriously.
Yeah.
It's an integral part of y'all's life, which is cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all coming on, and hopefully y'all come on later down the road too.
Yeah.
It's been real. Peace out.
Life is more about getting hoes.